So now that the engine is in its new home, let's keep disassembling. This would actually be a good place to stop today, but you know, I'm gonna keep going. What next? Let's do the front end. I'm gonna start with the handlebars and work from there. First thing to do, remove the brake line, remove the master cylinder. 14mm bolt. I wonder if there's any fluid still in this. We're about to find out. A little bit. Get the rag just in case. Nope. Nothing. Now this is pretty messed up, huh? But I think I can salvage it. It's just ugly. But I think I can spin it. Whew. Brake dust. Brake fluid dust. Let's get the lower hose out of here. Lower hose off. Rubber's in good shape, but the connections are pretty grody, and I'm sure that this piece is not exactly cheap, so I'm going to do my best to just clean it up. Because as long as fluid still flows through it, the rest is cosmetic. So let's see what else we can do. Lower hose. That one's got dirty brown brake fluid in it. And there's a washer. And caliper. Lower hose off. Let's get that little rubber holder here. There we go. Let's take that washer. This hose is in considerably better shape. The only thing that's bad about it is the spring's a little rusty, but I can clean that up. No big deal. So now, remove the master cylinder. Let's get that done. Those, let's see how good my guesswork is. Those look like 10s? Most likely 10s. Yep, 10s, called it. Now this is, you know, the master cylinder that's frozen. So we'll see if anyone wants it on eBay. But I don't know, it might be destined for the scrap heap. This stuff is rusted in there. Not surprising. And also the handlebar itself is in pretty rough shape. It's all the old chrome on it is chipping off. So I'll go get a new handlebar. They're pretty cheap. They're like, what, 20 bucks? Something like that. Ugh. You are free for your old home. And here's front brake switch. Let me see. It just pops off. What is it? It should just pop off. Let's get a screwdriver in there. Freaking on there. I really hope there's not an easier way to do this and I'm just not realizing. Get off of there. Well, you know what? The new master cylinder isn't going to link up with this anyways. It's not like it's going to have that connection, so I'm just going to cut it. I'm going to have to redo the connections to the front brake switch anyways. So, there you go. Not worth wasting my time. There once was a time, little master cylinder, when you were king. When people looked at you in 1977 and went, man, what a piece of technology. How far you have fallen. Alright, let's get the throttle off. Let's just tube these screws right here. See? Steady. Okay. I'm checking the connections inside the throttle switch here, and some are a little corroded, so I will clean those out and put some dielectric grease in there. It should refresh the connection so that, you know, when I reassemble everything, it's going to work properly. Let me bag some stuff. I'll be right back. Alright, I took off the control and the throttle on the other side, and now we run into an issue that is always a bit of a pain in the ass for anyone dealing with these old bikes, and that is removing this grip. So what I like to do is I just get a screwdriver in there, move it around a little bit just to break up the old glue that was put in there to hold it on. Just wiggle it around a little bit. You don't want to puncture the rubber or anything like that. And then twist. Once it moves a little, you're getting somewhere. Just keep at it. Another way to do it is use compressed air. Stick the nozzle in there and blow it. And actually, I'm going to try that because this way isn't exactly giving me too much. Yeah, I'm going to try the compressed air. Alright, let's try compressed air. So front end is stripped, just the handlebars are still on there. I want to keep them on there so that I can steer the bike around. I think all I'm going to do for the rest of today is I'm going to take the rear fender off, rear sissy bar off. The only indicator left, I'm going to take that off, and probably stop there. So let's get into it. So remove these two bolts here first, and they look like they are, believe it or not, 10 millimeter, just like everything else. Now that is not how you do a ground. You need a ring terminal there. But I am gonna go ahead and tape that so that I don't forget that that's where that goes. And then this is, what is this connected to? It goes underneath the frame, or underneath the fender. I don't think I need to disconnect that because it'll probably come with the fender when I take it off. So I'll just leave that for now. It's got rubber grommets. Definitely don't want to lose those. So the mystery wire on the rear fender is actually the taillight. But we have an issue because, as you can see, or probably can't see, but you just have to take my word for it, this wire is completely stripped up. So I'm gonna have to repair it, not a big deal. I don't know where the other turn signal stock is. It might have been given to me by the previous owner in the pile of parts he gave me. I'm hoping, so I don't have to source another one of these. But stock taillights are pretty cheap because everyone usually just is in a big hurry to get rid of them and, you know, put something aftermarket on there with LEDs and spend all sorts of time figuring out why the LEDs don't work properly, because the system was not designed for LEDs. And you have to, like, you know, put in resistors and all this other crap, and a new turn signal relay. But this should come, okay, it doesn't come right off. Maybe it does, let me see. Yeah, it does. Okay. So there's the fender. Put this out of the way. And let's get this inner fender. I think, how's this? Is this even, what's this connected to? What are you connected to? Oh, so I don't think it's connected to anything. Let's see if I can, yeah, there we go. Yay, something is easy on this one. Cool. Alright. Okay, that's the seat loop, or the catch for the seat. Here's a little rubber grommet for the, yeah, here's two rubber grommets for the side covers. I want to make sure I keep those. Take a little bit of my glove with it. And then these grommets here. Maybe I'll leave them for now. Oh. The rest of the mounting bolt or grommets, bolts, holders, whatever, for the rear fender, and then I am going to remove this seat latch as well. It's just a 10mm bolt, no big deal. And it's loose. Slides out. I said it just slides out. Maybe it needs a little bit of convincing. Let's convince it a little bit, shall we? Where's my convincing stick? Here it is. Go. Okay. Now I'm gonna leave. It's about 5. I think that's enough for today. I'll take off all the wheels and all that crap tomorrow, because really all it is just removing the rear shocks, bolts holding the rear wheel on. Same thing with the front. It'll take me about 5 minutes, and I'm gonna hopefully get all the framework done in one day. Stripping all the paint down, getting rid of all the rust, putting some primer down, and painting it. I think I can get all that done tomorrow. I hope. So, I think that's it for today. Long video, but hey, whatever.